JP shouting loud on a Friday night. Heather's got the news, what a crazy sight. Connor with the drop kick, what a fight. Canadian basement, yeah, he's always right. We don't give a damn, no bucks given. Talking all the shit, living how we're living. Wrestling stories, fly truths and lines. Turning up the volume, breaking all ties. Gina's got the scoop, straight from the core. Ray Sean with the facts, shaking to the floor. Trek's got the passion, ready to explore. Riding through the chaos, always wanting more. We don't give a damn, no bucks given. Talking all the shit, living how we're living. Wrestling stories, fly truths and lies. Turning up the volume, breaking all ties. Microphone warriors in the dead of night. Voices rough and raw, never out of sight. Standing tall together, always in the fight. Screaming from the rooftops, tearing up the night. We don't give a damn, no bucks given. Talking all the shit, living how we're living. Wrestling stories, fly truths and lies. Turning up the volume, breaking all ties. JP shouting loud on a Friday night. Heather's got the news, what a crazy sight. Connor with the drop kick, what a fight. Canadian basement, yeah, he's always right. We don't give a damn, no bucks given. Talking all the shit, living how we're living. Wrestling stories, fly truths and lines. Turning up the volume, breaking all ties. Gina's got the scoop, straight from the core. Ray Sean with the facts, shaking to the floor. Trek's got the passion, ready to explore. Riding through the chaos, always wanting more. We don't give a damn, no bucks given. Talking all the shit, living how we're living. Wrestling stories, fly truths and lies. Turning up the volume, breaking all ties.
What's up, guys, ghouls, and whatever you want to call yourself this week? Welcome to episode number 141 of No Bucks Given. Right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel. We got the usual crew with us this fine evening. We've got myself, we got Basement, we got Heather, we got Jay Pizzle back in the home izzle. How y'all doing this fine Super Bowl Sunday evening? I'm sure JP's totally cool, calm, and collected.
I am.
He didn't have a horse in the race.
I didn't have a horse in the race. I don't care. Hello, I will say this. The refereeing was still fucking absolutely horrible.
It was.
Oh,
It was horrible.
I did hear a little bit about that on the. I did not pay attention
It's
to
not
anything.
So the game itself was not even
worthy of Super Bowl.
No, it's
Than
what a
ever.
typical Super Bowl is. One team is really good, the other team just sucks ass. And that's what happened. It the referees again miss so many calls. When you're looking right at something and just stand there and look dumbfounded as it's happening, just tells me everything I need to fucking know.
It's like my dick.
I don't know if I should throw the. I mean, this guy literally had his hands in the fucking player's face, and he didn't throw a flag. I'm like, are you watching the same thing I'm watching, or
I don't know right now if I'm watching the same thing you're watching. Holy shit.
is Taylor Swift showing her tits? What's going on? I don't
I
understand.
heard she got booed out of the fucking.
Don't you
Oh,
mean her
she
Swifties?
Yeah.
Yeah, which.
So
Let me show my Swifties to you.
people are so there's a couple of things about not only the game but a lot of the commercials that were on tonight. There is a real culture shift.
JP actually liked some of the commercials.
Some of the
this year.
commercials were actually pretty good.
It's not two gay men with a fucking biracial gay son going to Home Depot.
Oh.
I know more than you do.
The only thing that they really did was the where I thought it was going there, and it was a flag football commercial for
girls.
for girls
High
like,
school.
football, right? Like, oh my god, they're going here. They're going there with this whole concept of woke shit again. Like they didn't learn their fucking lesson. However, towards the end, it all became about women and women's sports. And it looked like they had a transgender guy try to tackle this girl and couldn't do it. So it was, but that was really the only thing that I seen as far as anything wokeness. I seen Harrison Ford
take his penis
I
out
think he was
on
talking
live TV.
directly. I think he was honestly talking directly to fucking Mark Hamill in that commercial. Because
Hey, Basement, can they see the gameplay right now?
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Ah, thank God. All right, so that way people know why I'm doing the weird little noises I'm making.
interrupting people when they're talking.
Hi, Pot. I'm Kettle. How are you?
So I
How's it
literally
going?
think in one of the commercials, it had Harrison Ford. It's a Jeep commercial.
Yes. I love my Jeep, even though my name is Ford.
Yeah, which is a good play on words.
Yes.
But then he started talking about
Should have signed with Ford.
you can drive what you want. You can say whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You can be friends with the people that don't agree with you. It's how we go about things. But then it's an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
But he said you can drive what you want. You don't have to drive this.
And he just fucking runs over Mark Hamill.
Well, no.
It's what he said in the commercial.
You can be friends with somebody who doesn't agree with you.
It's more because he's a Republican.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford should have been president for like 100 years.
Yeah.
He's like the perfect president.
So
High all the time.
the commercials
That's pretty
were
much it.
good. They weren't great. The one that really shocked me was the Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady commercial.
Yeah, that was
Actually,
bad.
really
That was
liked
bad.
that one. That was
You know
pretty good.
I like the message. I just think
What was the message?
Stop hate.
Let's start hate.
Well,
it's like a George Carlin thing.
the way it started
Anti-establishment.
was them two. It's like I don't fucking like you. I don't fucking like you. They didn't say that.
Why
I
the
don't
fuck?
fucking like you? And then they go
Somebody
Snoop
start-
Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg's line, and he said, I hate the fact that we have to talk about this or however he said it, but we have to make a commercial. I hate the fact that we have to
make a
make
commercial
about this, which is exactly what I've been saying for you. We shouldn't have to make commercials about hate.
We should just have everybody cracking open Bud Lights and throwing them down the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And all be
I'm
in
all
love
for
with
that.
the fact because that beer is horrible.
It's a terrible tasting beer. Everybody's like, "Oh, you don't like it because no, it tastes like shit."
I've had Bud Light, and it literally makes me shit. I don't know what else to say. I will
No,
not
it's
drink
bad.
it because it's diuretic.
The game itself
Diabetic?
was
hmm
called.
Okay.
What'd you say?
What?
Diabetes. Diabetes.
Wilfred Brimley.
Diabetes.
So I
Something's
didn't
gonna happen.
hate.
Something's gonna
I
happen.
didn't hate the game, because it's football, but
Oh.
it was so one-sided. It wasn't even funny.
That happened.
You know, the last time I saw Snoop Dogg, he was asking Bill Gates to fix the PlayStation Network being down.
Yeah,
So I don't know how much brain cells are left in that head.
Fuck.
I don't know either.
He's well, okay. Here's what I'll say about Snoop.
Everybody loves him. Okay, he's like Willie Nelson.
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah. What I will say is, goddamn smart business acumen, fucking being able to like just keep fucking
Yeah,
these
just
perks.
wake up, smoke weed, and just be in everything. And nobody,
Yeah.
he's just like, he seems like the most chillest human being alive.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
there's nothing wrong
Well,
with that.
that's what I'm saying. I don't hate the guy. I'm just saying is that like I've
Um,
never seen somebody with such business acumen of like
I
being
don't
on
even
everything.
know.
Fucking hell.
I
everywhere.
don't even know if I would even say it's business acumen. He probably has really good agents. And
Well,
he's
that's what I
just,
mean.
what can I do where I'm just high all the time and having fun?
I mean, it's
He
kinda-
has his own
kinda-
record label. He has his own fucking agency for acting.
Well, I need to
Oh,
I know
He's
where I
best
need to
friends
go.
with Martha Stewart.
Yep.
Martha Stewart and him sit around and smoke weed all the time.
Exactly.
You think they fucked?
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna go. There's a high chance.
Oh my god.
No pun intended.
They've definitely.
Yes.
I personally
Exchange-
don't give a shit.
I do.
I'd watch
bump They exchange recipes. I'd watch it too. Oh my god. I would have
So,
it on my favorite.
but the game was final was 40-22. The Eagles just destroyed. I'm gonna fucking kick you off the call.
What?
Quit.
What?
Playing games with my.
Yes, because I can't focus on what I'm saying. You're sitting there fucking playing that game. All I see is you jumping around.
Flipping your nuts left and right.
Ah, God.
See, now I lost my train of thought.
Martha Stewart. Something about the Super Bowl.
It was past Martha Stewart.
Yeah, the game was all right, but one-sided game.
It was a one-sided game.
Yeah.
The referees were just terrible.
A lot of people are pointing out that, because JJ Watt tweeted, well, that disproves the conspiracy theory, doesn't it? And it's like, no, if anything, this fuels
validates the conspiracy
because
theory.
then that means the Chiefs could not win a game all year without the help of the referees.
Well, I hate. See, that's not.
I'm just saying that's the conspiracy theory that's out there.
People are fucking dumb when it comes to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a really good quarterback.
And he sounds like Kermit the Frog, so that's a bonus.
He does.
He sounds like Eddie Powers. Kenny Powers.
No.
I needed a minute. That last one hurt.
So, hey, I don't buy into the Patrick Mahomes gets help from the referees. It just looks that way. Because
If it looks like a duck.
Well, no, because
But, okay, there is such thing as like a superstar treatment in all sports. It does exist where like, they'll
LeBron got it all the time.
if they don't know exactly which way a call goes, they usually favor the call of the more well-established player.
Yeah.
Fucking made that.
well, the problem is they're kind of hard to do when a lot of the really good players are quarterbacks, so it's kind of hard to show favoritism to one quarterback over the other. So,
Well, that's why we get those pick-me games throughout the
yeah, we don't get to pick me games. Well, the only time we get to pick me games, usually if it's an AFC game that's a game of the week, that's what we end up watching.
Yes.
which is usually Kansas City or fucking goddamn Cincinnati or Baltimore, which I don't mind because I can watch a Ravens game, or the Buffalo Bills.
So,
Other than that, we get the Packer games and then probably an NFC North game if they're on. If not,
We get a Bears game.
no, well, sometimes, or we get the national game.
quick shout out to the chat here. We got Alpha, Jurgen, Federico, Clint, and Kratos. Kratos, you don't have to worry about spoiling it. These guys watched it. I didn't watch it, but I don't care. And
we're in the basement.
and to Alpha, not Alpha. Federico said he liked the Mountain Dew Seal Super Bowl TV ads, and you can join Gina. You can join Gina.
That was so fucking bad. It was so horribly done.
I love that one so damn much.
Really?
Oh my god, yes. That's exactly why I loved it. Oh, fuck.
No, that
was meant to be terrible.
Good commercial. It was AI driven. It was an AI commercial. AI did the whole commercial.
Yeah.
Somebody typed in, have seals sing a stupid fucking song with
as a seal.
So bad.
Listen, the AI overlords are coming. Did you know that in like a year, the most intelligent thing on this planet will be an AI? IQ-wise? Isn't that going to fucking blow your balls out your mouth hole?
It is. And I don't have any balls.
But I'm grown for this.
Yeah, I was about to say, that might be coming.
So the next stop is the NFL draft in Green Bay.
Yeah.
For the NFL.
Are there any big names? Is there any
because
big names coming up in the draft?
But again, the referees were absolutely horrible. But I can't really complain because they were horrible for both teams.
Oh my
You know what? I'll take it. If you're going to be terrible at your job, be terrible at your job consistently.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was just going to say. The consistency is what's the key.
And it validated what I said, that they really don't fucking care nor listen to the fucking goddamn criticism of what the referee, because there was referees that made some of the worst calls during the playoffs this year.
And in this game.
In this game. And again, the one motherfucker, the very first fucking drive on the very first deep big play that the Eagles could have had, they threw a flag on a phantom pass interference. The guy's like literally looking at the play, and he just put his hand out, or he was running. You know how when you run and you have the motion of your hand?
Mm-hmm.
He accidentally hit his face mask, and they threw a flag on him for offensive pass interference. What are we watching? This is where I have a problem. That's a problem for me.
Just cluster truck.
Then shut it off.
Kratos says, "Fly, Eagles, fly." Fuck the KC Mahomes. The last part I heard on an NFL memes video on Facebook. Okay, cool. I don't have much to add for.
Dude,
those are hilarious.
Those are freaking funny.
Which ones?
I'll have to show a couple to you because they're freaking hilarious.
Were there any Dorito commercials? Fuck.
Yes, there was a few. There's like more than one.
Usually Doritos has a pretty decent reputation.
I don't watch for the commercials, and the ones that I did, they were pretty good.
Most of them get leaked beforehand anyway, which, I mean...
Yeah, they're all on YouTube now.
What kind of world do we live in, man? It's like, I can't wait for those leaked commercials for the Super Bowl. God damn it.
So this...
Yep.
That's one of the big things for the Super Bowl. We watched it for the commercials. A lot of people watch for the commercials.
Yeah, I just love getting advertised to.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl for you.
Terrible. Terrible.
But I will say they're already starting to riot in Philadelphia.
Even though they won.
They're so dumb. Philadelphia Eagles fans are stupid.
Why are you rioting? Because we're in the Super Bowl.
Because we won.
We're going to turn this place upside down when we win, lose. Yeah.
They're probably rioting because they weren't allowed to score enough points. I don't fucking. They're so fucking. But I got a little story. So I was up in Minneapolis. So
Yeah.
The people that I work for, we cover 19 states. Okay, so we cover from Washington to Oregon all the way
The
west.
Oregon Trail.
Dysentery. Fuck my. What?
All the way east to Indiana or Ohio.
Ohio.
So we're sitting there, and I'm like, I wanted to take everybody for a Friday fish fry, because Friday fish fry is where we live, and our area in Minnesota and Wisconsin is a huge thing. It's like a, what do you call it? A cultural thing.
Yeah.
So we went to this bar last night, and we had I'll kind of start the joke. So it actually happened, but I kind of made a joke about it. A guy from Utah, a guy from Illinois, a girl from California, and a guy from Wisconsin walk into a bar in Minnesota. So think about that for a second. So you could probably do a joke off of that. But we're sitting there, and I wanted to take these people.
Wait, was that the joke?
Joke.
No, there was no joke. There was no joke. I said I can give you the opening to a joke. But there is no joke if you would have listened.
You said I'm going to start the joke right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I said you could start the joke right here.
Roll the tape, someone. No,
Anyway, so we were sitting at the bar, and I'm like, well, we're all gonna get fish, right? So we're sitting there. The guy next to me, David, he gets fish. Brent, sitting next to me, gets fish. And we keep in mind we have this girl from California. She's one of the students that we had. Was riding with Brent, right?
She's already got fish. No,
So I'm like, she's the main reason. I'm like, have you ever had a Friday fish fry? She's like, no, I've never had it. Okay, so we're gonna go to this place. And she's like, okay. So we went.
Super bad.
And I get there and I order a thing of cheese curds, deep fried cheese curds, and they're homemade. They're like they batter their own cheese curds. It's not like the ones you get
like
at
sexual
Costco.
act.
Yeah, I was going to say that does not sound very.
Batter your cheese curds, girl.
Home
What?
batter.
Nothing. It
Home
just sounds like
batter.
a sexual act.
Oh, so they're beer battered cheese curds, right? They're not like, I'm trying to think.
BBCCs. Yeah, I got it.
But the curd.
They're not like the cheese curds at A&W,
Oh, you conquered?
or they're not breaded.
They're battered.
They're battered. They're battered with batter.
Just like many women. And my hearts go out to them.
You guys are just dumb.
Take
Basement. Don't look at me. Don't loop me into his fucking.
I'm not part of that bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and then she goes, I'm gonna get the butternut squash ravioli. I lean over and I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you at?
Remember in the show The Last of Us when he got up and he slapped the shit out of that girl?
Yes.
Yeah, like the second last episode or whatever it was. That would be me. Butternut squash ravioli. Get out of this table. Out of my life.
I made her eat a piece of fish though. I'm like,
Just all right.
no, so I did try one of the butternut squash. It's good. It's good, but I'm not gonna sit in a fucking bar
No.
and eat butternut squash ravioli.
I know. It's like, would you also like a $99 bottle of red wine?
Young
Like,
baller?
Fuck you. Truck,
I mean,
truck
where,
fucker.
this place, where we were, it was really good food. But so yeah, that's my story from this weekend. I told her a bunch of dad jokes.
Joke ending. Joke complete. Fuck.
It's good times.
Joke-
Good
joke
times.
com-
Good
joke
good
complete.
times are had by me.
I got a story for you. It's gonna blow your nuts off. It's not really gonna do anything.
Hey, listen.
It's just an update.
You
the,
you know my anatomy.
they traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis in the NBA,
In that.
and then there was death threats to the GM of Dallas Mavericks, and he's like, "No, they didn't say anything, right?" And the best fucking thing, they get Anthony Davis. They trade away generational talent, face of the franchise. First quarter, Anthony Davis starts. He gets in. Yeah, I'm here, bitch. He's like, doing all this fucking shit to the crowd. Third quarter, he grabs his nuts and leaves. And now he's injured immediately. He didn't even finish a full game. And then the LA Lakers tried to get a center to replace him. They got rejected because he didn't pass his medical. So now their team consists of LeBron James and Luka Doncic and nobody.
Oh my god.
I guess they're just gonna pass back and forth for the whole fucking game.
God damn it.
The worst part is that team is like 33-19 or something. Like they had a good record.
Not no more.
Who did? The
LA.
Lakers?
The Lakers.
Both teams had good records from my understanding. I don't know. Fuck the NBA is the moral of the story.
Didn't the Mavericks make it to the NBA Finals?
Yep. And Luka. This is why nothing makes sense, man.
It's the NBA. It never made sense.
Trade away a 25-year-old for a 32-year-old guy that has more injuries than points.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Anthony Davis is a really good player, and the fit is good for Dallas, but never going to happen. But yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about the NBA during this Superbowl licks my butthole weekend.
The Lakers are 31-19, and the Mavericks are 28-25.
Yeah, well, they're both going to be fucking mediocre from here on. Actually, Dallas might win a championship if Anthony Davis can stay on the court.
Shit, mate.
But
Praise the Lord.
how does Anthony Davis make that team better?
He's a better
Without-
defender, and they already have a really good scorer in Kyrie Davis. Kyrie? I don't think that's his last name. Kyrie Irving. There we go. Yeah, they've got a guard and center combo now. Or though I don't think Davis is gonna play center, but I always prefer like having a big and a small in basketball is better than having like a big and a 3 or a small and a 3 or whatever.
Right. Well, Luka Doncic isn't actually small, isn't he? Like 6'5" or something.
Yeah, but he's a small forward. He can't play like power forward or center. Maybe he can play power forward, but not center.
But isn't he a point guard?
He plays point. Yeah, that's 6'6", and Kyrie Irving plays shooting guard. So they didn't really have a lot of presence inside, though. They had a lot of young, good centers that can't score. Regardless, I think Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis is a better duo than Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving.
I don't disagree with you.
But a terrible duo is Luka Doncic and LeBron James. They're the same fucking player.
Yep, I get it. Yeah, I don't care. Basketball.
So I saw, Taylor Swift got booed, apparently,
Taylor Swift,
which is
Trump
wild.
got booed too, but he didn't get his booed as bad as Taylor Swift.
Vinnie Mac and Shano in his house.
Vinnie Mac is aging backwards now.
Yep.
You know what? When I first saw it, you know who I thought it was? Meltzer. He's transforming into fucking Meltzer.
By the way, I love the sign. I think it was at the Rumble. Not the Rumble, or was it Raw or SmackDown or whatever? No, I think it was the Rumble. Meltzer fears facts.
It's true.
Love
Meltzer's
that
such a. It's such a. First of all, like that whole industry lends itself to being a hack. You can't be making like headlines all the time if you're.
That's why I never
true
called
about
myself a
everything.
journalist when I was doing my shit.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't, motherfucker. God damn it. That woke me up. That got me focused.
Oh
to
my
die.
god.
Feel better now? You gave some birth there?
Birthday. Sex was what I want from you.
Gonna have to be given.
I don't
you're
have
gonna
much else. I don't know. Do you have much else to talk about the Super Bowl? I mean,
No, that's pretty much it.
there's
much
one
it.
other
It
thing
was
to talk
an
about the Super
eventful-
Bowl.
It was an uneventful game.
It was pretty boring.
You know what else I found pretty boring? The ad for the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Do we have to talk about that?
We
I
do.
actually watched- I
Because Connor,
actually,
what?
he's fucking playing a game, so I don't think he cares.
I caught Connor's tweet saying that this has actually reinvigorated me to be excited about this movie, and I'm like, I don't Can you tell me what? Like it seems like it seemed like the Suicide Squad,
It's stupid.
Yeah.
but like the worst version of the Suicide Squad. So
Yeah, I
worse,
think they're all good.
what are we?
I
Some kind of
actually-
Thunderbolts?
I have a theory actually that
I hope.
Please.
I hope it doesn't stop at the Thunderbolts. That's all I'm gonna say.
well it's sort of I have a theory that all of them except for Yelena and maybe John Walker are gonna die. All of them, including Bucky.
I
I
am
mean,
okay with that. They already technically killed him anyway.
I mean, for fuck's sake, like everyone else, I know Taskmaster is definitely gonna be gone by like the
Well,
first
fuck
half
it.
of the movie.
Taskmaster shouldn't even exist. It's a terrible character. I'm
Because
not
the
saying
way-
the character Taskmaster. The MCU's character Taskmaster. Garbage.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like I'm just taking it at face value at this point. Of like, all right, because like honestly, between the 3 Marvel movies that are coming out this year, that's the one I'm the most excited for.
But man, the trailer is so safe. It's like fucking checkbox. Motley crew of individuals that shouldn't be together. Oh, quipping every second. PG-13 violence. It's I just didn't see anything there that I haven't seen in any other movie done better.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. I'm just saying is out of a very slight and slim amount of movies that I'm excited to see this year, that's one of them. Just because I'm just curious as far as the
I think Fantastic Four is
Well, the-
mine. The only one I actually care about, and I don't even really care about the Fantastic Four.
visually that movie looks fucking amazing. I worry about the story because, well,
What about Thunderbolts? You worry about?
not really, because that's the beauty of it is that I don't think that like maybe that's another reason why I'm looking forward to it is that
We need to get you a hotline. I'm telling
So
you.
I want to stop. I want to stop the conversation because I have a legitimate.
probably a good idea.
I have a legitimate fucking question.
Yes.
This girl,
Mhm.
Yelena,
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
they portrayed her as a good guy in Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's like in between, kind of.
Just like Black Widow was ish.
All right, she was a good guy in Black Widow.
Uh-huh.
But now she's a bad guy? I don't understand it.
So the Thunderbolts, none of them are really full on bad.
So then it's not like Suicide Squad.
I'm saying the portrayal of the show is like it really fits the vibe of what I got from DC's first iteration of Suicide Squad. We're gonna get these people to. Oh, you're putting a team together. Well, why'd you choose us? We have no superpowers. We're not even that good. We're D-list, and they're morally gray.
Yep.
All the actual evil villains the MCU killed, so they don't have anybody bad per se still alive.
Well, they're gonna make Sentry, which is gonna be the antagonist. That's why I think a majority of them are gonna kick the bucket.
But so the reason I bring this up more than anything is because I didn't watch it in the Super Bowl, but I saw it on YouTube, and I get the same sentiment consistently when these movies drop. I don't see. I'm not seeing what other people are seeing, obviously, because a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, this looks so fucking good." I'm like, did we watch the same trailer? Like,
But what is Thunderbolts? Why are they called the Thunderbolts? What's the I don't just fucking
They're the alternate to the Avengers.
they're the B squad, D squad.
So in in the comics, I'll try to. All right, so for the sake of the MCU, I'll make it easier. In the MCU, they're essentially a hodgepodge group of rogue individuals that have been scattered throughout the MCU that have either enhanced abilities, skills, whatever you want to call it, that are slightly above a normal human being, with some exception. Like obviously, you have Red Guardian, who is the Russia's version of Captain America. You've got Bucky. You got U.S. Agent, who used to be the Captain America that they originally replaced. You've got Ghost from the Ant-Man movie. You've got Taskmaster, and then Yelena, who has also got Black Widow ops training too. And so the idea is that there's some sort of big common threat or common enemy that is out there that they're like, well, there's no Avengers around, so this is going to be the next best thing you have to think of, because now there's a big enough threat or some sort of big enough threat where we need the Avengers, but they've made it very clear the Avengers aren't a thing. Hell, even in some of the Captain America trailers they've been showing now, that like the reason that Sam Wilson and Harrison Ford are fucking trying to get together is that they're like, hey, I want you to reform the Avengers. So they're trying to start the building blocks of getting us ready for them big Avengers movies
that I don't think they need to make. But anyway, so yeah.
Happy to answer your question, JP.
No, you did. You did. I literally asked, but this is why
I can pretty much predict this movie right now. I can see exactly how this movie is going to go. In the first 20 minutes, Taskmaster will be killed, so that they're going to establish, yep, we don't fucking care. We're going to kill these people. Anybody can die. People are like, oh my God, it's serious. But first of all, nobody ever cared about the character Taskmaster. The next thing that will happen is you'll lose fucking Red fucking Wave, whatever the hell his name is.
So
and then a weird, the whole, I'm gonna tell you, the whole movie will be like the quipping back and forth with like a sprinkling of like emotional moments.
I love how you're trying to drag me down to your level of.
No, I'm just saying this is what's gonna happen. This is what this movie is gonna do, because it's the Marvel formula, man. I'm telling you.
Hold on. I want to just stress this though, when I say, like, being excited about the movie. My level of Marvel movies specifically, and to a degree superhero movies, has plateaued. So I'm not gonna go like guns blazing, be like, oh, it's gonna be very cool. Hell, Secret Wars, right? The big thing that everything they're building towards right now. I'm nervous about. I'm getting a thumbs up that, with the Russo brothers taking back over the helm, because they did a pretty good job with Infinity War and Endgame with all the fucking, organizing everything and putting everything together. But I'm still going into it with a bit of skepticism, because it's Marvel. They've kind of
They also don't have all the building blocks that led to Endgame and Infinity War. Like, there was so much work put into that from individual directors and other crew member that kind of added to, like, they're kind of showing up with their hands empty.
So my point is that like, even though I am excited for Thunderbolts, I am excited for Fantastic Four, I am somewhat excited for Captain America. I have like it's like I'm not going above like a 7.
So let me clarify something. Just because you're the person on this call that is the only person that is kind of excited for it, but from what I see, it's not. I'm not saying it's just you. I looked at the trailer and the amount of people that were so positive about the movie, and I'm like, I don't understand the sentiment. These movies have been really bad for a while. And all of a sudden, it's like, well, no, this is the one, and it's gonna be so by the books Marvel.
So yeah, and I think I can. I'll be honest with you. A majority of the reason why I'm enjoying the MCU, or at least like riding the wave, and again, I'm gonna leave him. I swear, he's changed. I love that Twitter exchange that we had. It's honestly more of a curiosity for me more than anything else, because there's nothing, for better or for worse, there's nothing been like this in terms of cinema, in terms of its continuity, or at least attempt at continuity. And from that creates an interesting challenge, right? Like, some movies have been able to be, in the span of the MCU so far, fucking amazing, even given the parameters that they were given. And then obviously there's been a lot that haven't. And so I guess maybe for me, it's kind of, and it's attachment to certain characters too. And that they'll kind of ride the wave of those characters. whether they have their own standalone movie or not, and kind of see where the next part of the journey takes them.
The way I look at it though is it's like
For better or for worse.
somebody getting on a roller coaster and at the beginning being like, "Whoa, this is gonna be fucking amazing! It's gonna be amazing!" And as it goes through, you got the ups and downs, but it's still, oh my god, this is the best ride I've ever been on. Now we're at that part where the roller coaster is going back into the starting position, and it's the worst part of the ride. But people are just like, "Wow, this is fucking amazing! I can't wait till we get to the." It's just the undying love for something that it doesn't look any different than anything else they've put out. Yet the overwhelming, like, oh, we're back, boys. We're back on the map, boys.
Ridiculous.
And I can just see it already. I could probably write out the fucking how this movie is going to go from beginning to end, albeit yes, with all the CGI and the fights,
You
but
know what?
like the
I
story
have an
beats
I
are
I
so
have a
obvious.
I have a feeling that that between all of us on here, that we could note the tropes of how, and specifically this trailer kind of really made it obvious, in my opinion, of the way they're going to go about it. But honestly, that's fine. I'm okay with that. For me, I have a personal attachment in terms of like enjoyment of a majority of the characters that are going to be in here and the actors and actresses that play those characters. And I'm curious to see, and I'm curious to see the interactions between them. Yes, not like the dewy eye, like, oh man, it's Red Guardian and Bucky in the same room at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna be that like fucking overexcited about it. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm curious enough, and this could be interestingly enough and entertaining enough to at least be somewhat decent. I'm not saying it's gonna be like a fucking knockout, but it's got enough things going on for me that I'm still intrigued enough that I'll check it out, and I'm excited for it.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's just like we have different.
But I'm
point
wrong.
of view. No, it's your own opinion. Who cares? But like, I don't. A 7 out of 10 is something that is exceeding expectations. So this, for me, I don't think will exceed a 5. It won't be a terrible movie. But like people get confused with ratings. I think. I mean, a 5 is a pass. Yeah. A 7 is better than most.
I mean, there were parts like it's kind of like the same thing of like I know that I have a stronger affiliation with Falcon and Winter Soldier and Moon Knight than I put it a little bit higher up there for me, and that's because I have an attachment to the Captain America character and the Moon Knight character because they're just like personal favoritism. I have no like I'm not saying this like, oh, I'm clearly there's some bias and favoritism in that. It's what I've made it very clear in my opinions on that one. So I get that. Like, I get. Trust me, I get the skepticism of anything Marvel. Believe you me, I watched 20 minutes of the Marvels and I stopped.
But it seems like and honestly, I blame the fan base a lot because it seems like it's a wrestling fan base, goldfish memory. Like all of a sudden, that whole series of goddamn shit doesn't matter, even though they haven't really done anything that should change that perspective. But for some reason, the fan base is so forgiving, and it hurts the overall industry.
It goes back to why I love and hate Arcane. And you know what I'm talking about when it's like there is really dog shit out there, and you're like, well, everything's been done to death, and then this comes out, and you're like,
but it's not alone. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things like that aren't like superhero related, just in general that are really good. That never get to see the success they should. Arcane's not one of those, but there's a lot that don't because people are out there just waiting to consume the next Marvel slop. It frustrates me when something like this gets the reaction, whereas other movies that don't have the notoriety won't get jack shit.
There was a great Family Guy joke I actually just saw on social recently. It was obviously a clip from an episode where like Peter's trying to show Chris. He's like, "I'm going to show you the greatest game ever made." It was like the original Donkey Kong for Super Nintendo, and Chris goes, "This sucks. What universe is this take in?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What? I don't even know what universe this is in. Everything needs to be its own universe." And I am like,
you know what, Chris? It does exist in the universe. It was in the Mario movie. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's that I need to know that everything leads to something else, to something bigger. And then when you actually look at it overall, it's like, man, this is written terribly.
Yeah.
God. Yep.
because nothing really makes sense. But anyways, it didn't look terrible, right? I'm not gonna say the movie looked absolute garbage. It's probably gonna be an all-right popcorn film,
It's
but
gonna
I
be
have a
mediocre.
feeling it's gonna be.
I'm anticipating mediocrity, so that's
It's gonna
fine.
be
I'll
Quip
take it.
Fest with like 2 or 3 emotional moments that they're gonna really try to hit home with a character that
Yep.
you've only seen in Black Widow. Like I'm telling you, they're
Yeah.
gonna really use the red fucking wave, whatever the hell his name is.
Guardian.
Yeah, as him and this girl, the Elena, as like the biggest
the drink.
the biggest story beat as father and
Yeah,
daughter.
that's why I think
So,
they're all. I
he's
think
going to sacrifice himself for her, and then she's
Yep.
going to be like this bigger character in the overall aspect of it. I don't think they'll kill Bucky because
oh, I do.
who's he dying for in this movie? Fucking the
No, it's
boringer version of him.
No, it's a self redemption arc. It's what. So if you think about it this way, right, and this is for the record, just ladies and gentlemen, this is like
Self redemption from the time when he was put on the back burner in the show.
basically.
Some show going.
No. Well, they start. So one of the things they started to tease in terms of like Bucky's struggle that they, and I 1000% agree with you on that one, did not stick any fucking landing with was
No.
Bucky kind of becoming like, I don't want to say
They
back to
could have.
normal,
It was so close.
but like for forgiving
show?
himself for everything. Yeah, for forgiving himself for everything he did as the Winter Soldier, which I thought was.
It's like, yes, I was mind
Very
controlled and did terrible
Well, it
things,
was-
not of my own will.
But the concept of that, I'm like, okay, that could be something fun to play with, and they kind of started it, and then like by like the 4th episode, like, I want to bang your sister. Like, what the fuck, Bucky?
The biggest problem I have with it is the trailer shows him fucking taking his arm out of a dishwasher. And it's going to go from that to, I sacrificed myself for the good of mankind. It's like, okay, well.
Listen.
You lost me at dishwasher.
Can you help a brother out here? I can only defend so much.
No, I will not help you out.
state,
Because
in
fuck
this-
Marvel. They need to be held accountable for their crimes against humanity.
They broke my heart too many times.
But anyways.
Continuity.
Let's
What's that?
put her up here.
Humanity and continuity.
They've done some good things, some really good things, and they've done a load of horse shit.
It's when it's done right, it's the best. When it's done wrong, oh, it is
She-Hulk.
painful.
She-Hulk was fucking god awful. That was a blight on mankind.
It was.
And you know what?
I told everybody, I said, I put myself through the misery of watching.
I told you to watch it. I mean, you want to watch the worst thing?
Everything Marvel was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I told them, I tried watching I watched the entire. I wanted to kill myself.
You are not alone.
No,
Yet there's people out there. Best show ever, right? Like I don't get it.
He was like, well, you don't get it. No, I got it, and it was horrible.
I don't even think it's like
I sit here and say not a damn word.
for She-Hulk. I don't even think I would say yes. I respect your opinion. Because that show holds there's no, the continuity is all over the fuck. As anything you look at it as, I don't see it as good. Visually, it was terrible. The storyline was all over the place, if there was one. They literally made fun of their own show before it ended. So, like, I don't really know where these people are like, this was the best.
I say this with
It's
all
like
due
reverse.
respect.
It's like reverse trolling.
I say this with all due respect to the writers, the people, everybody who worked, because obviously it takes a lot of people to put a show together like this. But as the Marvel fan, I saw no positive outcome from this whatsoever. Like I can't find anything redeemable in terms of
Even Marvel stood with it and then was like, no, we're done. We're gonna erase her from existence.
There was rumors that they were gonna do a second season, and they're like that quickly.
No, that can happen now. I mean, my neighbor Ron's wife, she's not a big Marvel fan, but she watched She-Hulk with him, and she sat there and even pointed out her hand is not supposed to look like that when crushing a stapler. The bad CGI, and they're using the same fucking technology that they used to make fucking Avatar.
It's not even just the bad. They can get away with bad CGI. There was no. What the fuck was the story?
Right?
I can almost, and this is the fucking crazy part here, is that like I can't find anything, like no lore building, no world building, no this, no that. There's not even like from like a hardcore fan base in terms of like any sort of like substance, even a goddamn really left turn Easter egg that you have to really like kind of like know shit to nothing, not a damn thing.
They also were really slow with the fourth wall breaking, and then they're like, let's turn it into overdrive massively at the last episode.
Not only their own show, but also the Twitter fan base.
It's like pick a fucking lane. It honestly felt like that whole show was just to be like, I told you so to a specific like toxic group that they created online through making the show.
Yes.
Whatever. The show was terrible. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for Thunderbolts. It doesn't look that great to me. It looks all right. I'm more excited about Fantastic Four, but again, I'm not really excited about anything Marvel. To be fair,
visuals on that one look beautiful.
I told Connor on Facebook when he sent me the trailer. I told him I'm gonna need a fucking contract signed in Kevin Feige's blood.
Yeah.
To have a guarantee that they didn't put all the best scenes in the fucking trailers for both of these movies, and are then gonna turn out and give us shit.
Well, the one thing I'll say with Fantastic Four that I don't think they're gonna do as much. I don't think it's gonna be as quip heavy as Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is going to be a quip a minute, and then it's like, okay, now that we've made everybody laugh with terrible quips, this person's dying.
So it's kind of ironic because like the Thunderbolts, I kind of, to what I was saying earlier in terms of like its impact on Marvel in terms of like its story. I don't think it's going to have any major like implications or whatnot. And like legitimately, you could in theory kill all of them and then like
the only person I wouldn't kill is Yelena because I can actually see her being she's a pretty popular actress. She's a good actress. The character is intriguing. It hasn't really been fleshed out fully. The tragic backstory has, but like her redemption arc moving forward, she's the only one I'd keep alive.
Agreed. But what I was going to say was, even if you did, you could theoretically get rid of them all, and it wouldn't have any major implications on the major MCU universe. But Fantastic Four is going to be a fucking major impact, and so one of the reasons I worry about that is that because they made it clear Fantastic Four takes place in a separate universe.
That's what my thoughts exactly.
Exactly. It makes me worried about how they have to plug shit in, and this is the one thing
work, or what they'll just make it. Even if it doesn't make sense, people will be like, "Oh, fucking great writing."
Yeah.
Give me some more shot, Father.
Part of yet another different multiverse. Because they've now created that fucking loophole for themselves.
Multiverse is all over the place.
Multiverse, my bullshit.
Enough Marvels for me. Unlike Marvel Universe, let's talk about something really good, guys.
DC Universe.
No, almost close. Let's talk about OnlyFans and the woman that fucked an entire planet.
It has the biggest strike of karma to ever fucking happen.
What, like, okay, so you're talking about this fucking girl?
Definitely, fucking was the right choice of words.
I was about to say, very apropos adjective.
Go ahead.
So, Heather, you know the story more than I do, probably.
I do. Apparently, OnlyFans has struck down that video that she posted because they could not verify all of the ages of the gentlemen in the videos. So therefore, she did all of that, and she's not seeing one red cent for it.
So okay, so hold on. Is she also going to the police because she's fucking kids potentially?
She had their ages verified, but OnlyFans could not.
So here's the thing: if they were gonna, if she's gonna do that, she's got to have signed affidavits, or what do you call that?
Kind of takes the fun out of it, doesn't it?
Saying that they are 18, and if they don't, and if they did sign it, That's not on her.
Who's screwed now?
No, everybody else was.
Because
Sorry.
you can check an ID.
The thing I find, what I thought the whole thing was not about like verifying IDs. I thought it was, and I should have known better because it's fucking scum city over there. I thought it was, we don't want to create a culture where it's just everybody one up somebody else with another fucking gangbang. It's like YouTube is. I got more views than you. Oh yeah, well I had 17 dicks in me in 4 seconds. Beat that. It's the world record of fucking ass ramming.
But here's the funnier part about that. There is no physical or real Guinness Book of World Records on this.
They'll make their own, the OnlyFans records. The funny part was when I looked at the, I think you sent like a Twitter link for it. The amount of people that were like, "Oh, say whatever you want. She's rich and everyone knows her." I'm like, she's rich and everyone knows her for taking 1,000 cocks in a minute. Like I don't know. At some point in time, is it not necessarily like what you're famous for anymore? I'm the fastest pussy in the West. It's like, I just don't get it.
What does that even mean?
It's just whistling from the vagina. A diaphragm flows through like a tumbleweed. Oh my god, she's here. Everybody protect your cocks. Pussy natural phenomenon.
Oh my god!
Just don't get like again fan bases. I don't get it. It's like yes, we do stand with her. I'm like, well, you're the only people standing. She's fucking on her back 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't stand on people because they usually don't like that.
I'm standing you.
No, you won't. Trying to find. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but there was another girl.
There's two of them. They're like competing for the biggest whore in the world.
Lily and the other, I can't remember.
She's something blue something because I had to look her up for this.
Oh yeah, blue.
Taco?
Yeah. After that, holy fucking Christ.
Let me look it up.
I mean, just imagine how slimy that shit was.
I feel like God went on vacation for 10 years or so, and
imagine
like, hey
you
guys,
were like,
just,
it was.
Whoa! What the fuck happened?
It was 1,057 men. Imagine you were the 1,057th man, and what you'd see is ectoplasm everywhere. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't want to touch her. She looks like a fucking cum goblin.
Yeah, it's Bonnie Blue.
Bonnie Blue, everybody.
I don't know why you're laughing. That's literally her name.
That's why I was laughing. I'm being face. We're thinking the same thing. Oh shit!
I mean, the world is lost, man. OnlyFans should not be giving these fucking hoe bags. Like these people walk away with $50 million earned in like 2 months or something. I don't understand. But I don't understand. Nope. Like the amount of sad people on this planet. Because that's all I can think of. You can watch fucking people having sex online for free.
As one of those sad people.
I will say this right now. This is why we have the people that we do in the wrestling community. They don't care if they can wrestle. They only care what they look like.
Big boobs and ass that shakes.
In a goddamn bikini.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay for that to see it.
I understand that. I'm just telling you, you're not listening.
No,
what I'm saying is that is where we are in the world today.
I'm wondering why people what they're paying for when they pay for OnlyFans. Is it just looking at a woman that's attractive naked? Because you don't need to pay for that. Is it some seemingly like weird?
It's emotional manipulation mixing up with their dicks.
So it's like I'm a fan of this person that gets fucked for a living.
Am I the only one?
And
I'm not.
I'm just wondering like how many people can be duped into giving so much money to somebody that doesn't provide a service that you can't get for free.
Well, no, it's also with OnlyFans. It's several step thing. You can do just the pictures. You can do videos, or you can do private conversation.
But my question is, I could search these OnlyFans women and get everything that's on their OnlyFans page for the most part, except for the interaction. So I can't imagine the interaction is so great that she's making $60 million every 3 months.
You underestimate how many lonely people there are out there,
Yep.
and how many emotionally damaged lonely people there are
With
out
disposable income.
there. Yes.
God.
It is what it is, man. Welcome to the wonderful world of 2020.
Bring back Jesus.
On an unrelated note, my OnlyFans will be starting on March the 1st. If you guys want to subscribe,
We will be your OnlyFans.
well,
I am not gonna get your content.
it's
Here I am crying, jerking off, watching Thunderbolts again.
I was hoping you could check out the mole. That I have
This is the
anyway.
shit I pay for.
But yeah, I don't know why this is a thing. Blows my mind, man.
It's people that wanted to get into the porn industry but never
They're
could.
in the problem is
They are. That is the porn
in
industry.
porn industry. They are in. They're two pretty famous porn stars.
Well,
right?
they're OnlyFans models,
So-
okay, but they're porn stars. Let's not kid ourselves.
Well, they were porn stars before they were OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans is just classier version.
It is, but they
I
still
don't know.
do.
That's just because they call them models.
Well, they're portraying themselves that they're the classier version.
Anyway, so they're doing their. I've seen this done
You,
with.
Oh.
I hurt.
This has been an ongoing thing for years.
I mean, even if my mind goes to YouTube Patreon, right? That's
Yeah.
the equivalency. But YouTube Patreon, the amount of money that it's almost the fucking pretty girls that I've seen so many that make tons of money, and most of the time they're stumped like in nature. So I don't know what kind of content you're getting from them. I played this game. And then there's, I'm not saying all pretty girls are dumb, but like some are.
all
Yes.
pretty girls are.
No,
So
that's not true.
I know that's not true.
I mean, look at me.
You're not a girl.
Don't tell me what I identify as.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. I don't have much to talk about on it. I just know I've heard of it. I've seen of it. And this has been an ongoing thing for years. There's always somebody that's trying to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Hence the creation of Jackass.
Behold.
It's funny though because like it's always these girls that are like 19, 20 years old usually. It's like,
Yeah.
and I just slept with half a country.
But these two girls don't look like they're 19. They're a little bit older.
I don't think one of them is pretty young, man. Or
Yeah,
let me
the
say
one
she
I-
started young. The other one, not this one we were talking about, not Blue Bonnet or whatever the fuck her name is.
Honey Blue.
Close enough.
Isn't tight.
You know, the one I shared the post about is the one who looks like she's fucking 40.
Yeah, but
That's
she's probably
slow.
like 22. No, the other one, the Lily one is young, I think.
He's not though. She's.
So I have to look at these for science.
27. She's like 27.
But when did she start?
I don't fucking know.
Roaring 20s.
It's not like I knew anything of her until I heard about this shit.
Yeah. This is the world now, man. Getting popular for
It's-
being the Rizzler. If you're not the Rizzler, you're getting your pussy fucking blasted 24/7.
Right?
Yeah, that's society today.
Want to be famous? Those are the rules.
Can I switch?
You can be both. The Rizzler and getting your pussy blasted 24/7.
What else is there to talk about?
It's not too much. I know that PlayStation Network went down for 2 days, and people lost their collective mind. Like,
I laughed my fucking ass off.
like,
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
Like,
I was
It's not the end of the
was-
world, man.
I was so happy. I'm not gonna lie. It brought me a little bit of joy. Just because like the level that some people flipped out was
Oh, God,
just
it was glorious.
like I get the frustration on some level where it's like, ah, shit. Well, all right. Well, I have to fucking wait till this gets fixed, and I'll take care of this. Blah, blah, blah. But some people, and I hope they were real, because if they were, oh my god, fucking,
It's like crying in my car type of fucking reaction.
yeah. Like they're like, I saw what it's like first Trump and now this.
They didn't update.
No,
For
it was
how
some
long?
like internal. It was some internal fucking problem they had.
Later, man.
The one thing I'll say is it's pretty
started-
bad. Sorry, go ahead, Heather.
No, you finished.
It's bad on Sony for not just letting people know They didn't say anything, just radio silence for fucking
Yeah, it was the best.
a day and a half.
No, what I found out about it like a couple hours after it happened, because I was in the middle of trying to play a game, and all of a sudden the internet wasn't working. It's like, wait, what? And he was saying I wasn't signed in. I found out that the servers were actually under maintenance.
Or they did an update of some form and it fucked everything, right?
That's usually how it always happens.
Okay, they were doing the server maintenance on it, and there ended up being an operational error that they couldn't figure out how to fix for 24 to 48 hours.
An operational issue has since been fired.
Yes.
The funniest part though is like the meltdown of people. It's like
Yeah.
it's not an essential service. Like I can understand. Okay, for instance, I work full time, right? If I allotted time on my day off to play a game I just purchased and download, that's a single player game, yet I need to be on PSN network for some reason to play it. That's kind of at least you can be justifiably pissed off. But not to the point of like I'm gonna tear my hair out in the car. It's fucking video games, man. You don't need to. It's not the end of the world. But for some people, it is.
Yeah, it's like man, a flat tire is worse, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for true. Yeah, the amount of people that get really pissed off.
These are people that have never had anything but internet to play with.
It's not even internet. It's just gaming on PlayStation. Play a mobile game. Play a PC game. Or just fucking watch a movie, TV show. Go out. Get your dick sucked. Fuck. I don't know. Do
The
something.
last one.
That last one would be great.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
So I haven't. I know that Heather. I'm like, oh shit. PlayStation went down. What happened? What's going on? She explained it to me. And then she's like, "What did you say? They haven't updated it in like how long?"
It's like 10 years since the last time they had any major server maintenance.
So
Because it was 2011, they had the same issue, but it was out for 15
whoever
days.
created this shit thought that it was gonna fix it.
I think they didn't do it because of the risk that shit like this would happen. Anyways, they did issue a return of 5 extra days of PlayStation Network for everybody, and people are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like, well, what are they going to return you? A fucking house? Like, hey, what do you think you're owed? You lost 2 days of PlayStation Network. You gained double that. It's like you get returned what you're paying.
Exactly. Even our friend Mello posted on that. That's the equivalent of exactly $1. It's like, it's gaming.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Like, what do you expect to get? I don't understand. It's like,
Yeah, that's
no,
the
you
part that made
should
me laugh.
bankrupt your company because I didn't have gaming for 2 days.
I'm returning my PS5. You go
Yeah,
right
go
ahead
right
and
ahead.
show them.
If you loved it, you're on. It's crack cocaine to you. If you are at the point where this is upsetting your life.
Mhm.
I didn't get my fix. They owe me
I
an
didn't
8
see my
ball.
Marvel movie yet.
It's wild though. Like that, just stupid fucking people, man.
Yeah, that is one thing. That's one thing when the servers go down, I don't really get mad at. But
That's the thing you're calm about.
I didn't say. See, here he goes with this shit again.
Anyway, go on.
Wrong call. Wrong call. Just starts breaking walls.
No, I don't. I mean, so when the servers go down, it's like, well, God damn it,
Calm down.
motherfuckers. I mean, like, goddamn, fix your shit.
Oh, what am I gonna have to do? Wait a day for this?
I'm not gonna break
Yeah,
something.
pretty much.
I'm not gonna break something over a server going down, because servers go down all the time.
I'll break the server myself over something
So
more
when
tedious.
it comes to technology, I don't get as frustrated because our internet. So my work phone, if you were to call me on it, I would hear every third word that you said.
Call me on my cell phone.
Okay.
And everybody wonders why Doge is doing this splurge. Why I get pissed off when they're spending $50 million on the fucking.
The worst part is we'll never know if the wheels on the bus go round and round.
the proper shape of a fucking ice cube.
That was great.
I shit you not. That was one of the things that our government funds and puts in these fucking bills and earmarks. They earmark $50 million for the study of the shape of an ice cube.
My corpse gets pushed to the finish line.
What is this? What's going on? This is the problem. But yet people are gonna bitch about it. That's why I don't bitch about a server. Because our internet sucks.
This is also why people got upset. Like the whole fucking. Remember when they were talking about like there's a bill to do something with the border, Kamala Harris. I'm like, yeah, that bill also included fucking $1 trillion going to Ukraine for some fucking reason.
It did. Which is so dumb.
They're working on that next, apparently. Fuck.
But it's
We've
like
sent
people get so up in arms because they're uninformed and dumb most of the time. That's just it.
We've sent Ukraine $200 billion and they have done nothing with it.
Well, he's
That's
coming out
not
and saying
true.
that-
Zelensky's got a nice $1 million house. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, it's not about him.
Wasn't it always?
So when I say 200, we don't send him money. We send him $200 billion worth of.
Wouldn't it be fucking funny if he's driving around like LA with a tank?
No.
Well, they didn't send me a Bugatti. He's driving around in a fucking Sherman, well, whatever the American tank is.
That is an American tank, but they don't have those anymore. Abrams,
I was gonna say it's Abrams now.
which is just a huge fucking tank. It's not small. So you can't just drive it around on the street.
That's so you say.
Wait till they get a load of me.
I want to know why we were funding the Middle Eastern Sesame Street.
I don't want to break things.
I love that. Like everything, it was all the DEI projects. We're funding Guatemalan transgender midgets to learn to speak English. It's like, what the
They
fuck?
were sending,
had
they
money
were
invested in that.
sending $30 million for condoms over to Gaza.
Yep,
Yeah.
because they would use them as flotation devices for bombs.
Well, I was gonna say because they also. Never mind.
Never
Never mind.
They fuck goats and camels over there.
You don't need a condom
Yeah.
for that.
Well,
But imagine.
And I don't know if that's true, but I do. I can vouch that I seen two Iraqis fucking a camel. So
they
what? I'm
spit.
sorry. What?
I only fuck something that swallows.
I saw two Iraqi men fucking a camel.
Uh-huh.
And did you
Like,
join?
like today? Like what?
I
More
was
contact.
1,000 meters away from them. I was not going to join them. I was pulling guard duty.
I didn't think it would be pretty hard to fuck a camel, man. Those things are massive.
They are.
Like, how do you get
I
inside?
don't know because he's told this story before, and
I forgot about
you guys
this.
were running a train on
On a
this
camel.
camel.
Poor
I
camel,
don't
man.
know how the guy knew to trust the camel to not bite his dick off.
The question I have is, where is this camel's OnlyFans?
Well,
It's the story of two humps.
So
Okay.
that's where we are with that. But no,
That's where we are with that.
I
Make it
never
sound
want to
like
be
it's a
anywhere with
project.
that.
Sounds like you're making
Fucking
make it sound like a
tired,
project.
It's a work in progress.
I am so fucking tired right now.
Go to
I'm not
bed.
fucking sitting here watching you play this stupid.
Oh yeah,
fuck-
you've been
You
playing
can
this
shut
truck fucker for
you-
a while.
You can shut it off at any point in time. I was just showing how much I love this game and so many fucking trucks.
No, I
my
get it. It's just that it's too much. It's
Getting-
giving me a headache.
Okay. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
Stay with me.
Oh god. Oh.
I know Heather shared something about. I didn't watch it yet, but that like Indian movie written and directed by AI.
Oh, it's
Oh,
based
yeah.
off of a novel over there of the Maharaja in jeans.
Okay.
But it's going to be a movie that is fully written, directed, and shot with AI.
I can't wait for the first country song written by a man about his wife leaving him for AI.
Oh wait, we can do that.
Oh God.
we
Hold on,
can.
we-
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
can.
can do it. Yeah, we can
You want
do
me to
it.
do it? You want me to do it?
Do it.
All right,
He's
hold
got
on.
to talk
Right
about his
now.
Ford F-150.
Right.
What's the staples of country songs? Ford
I'm,
F-150.
I'm shutting down the trucks.
Thank you.
Bad trucks.
Country song is beer, Ford F-150, maybe moonshine.
Jesus, hold on a second.
What else is a
So
staple
the
of a country
perfect
song?
country song, the perfect country song, if you want to be technical about it, is a guy with a truck. His wife stole his dog,
There you go.
and
Dog
he's
stolen.
drinking a beer in his Ford truck with a 22 shotgun.
There you go. And it's AI that stole his wife. Artificial intelligence.
Here we go. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Let me get to the site here real quick. All right, so we're doing. I gotta fucking sign in. You cocksucker.
Do this, and then I'm gonna go lay down, man.
And according to the Doge clock at the moment, Elon Musk has saved us American taxpayers $36.73 billion. That's billion, B like boy,
Yes.
dollars.
But let me ask you this. How much has he hurt the progression of mankind?
None.
Because we won't know the perfect shape of an ice cube. You realize that. We'll never know
All right, hold.
certain things that we need
I
to
know,
know.
but-
The mini cubes are the best form.
I prefer
Listen, it
big
doesn't
cubes.
fucking matter. Why are we spending $50 million on the fucking ice cube shape?
I agree. I think we just answered it right here. So you can just keep
Or
using
if
money there.
bubble wrap is a good de-stressor, or
I
if
find
fucking
killing your family is a
bubble
good
wrap makes
distressor.
the right
Yeah,
sound,
I'm right there.
or if alarm clocks make the right annoying beep repeatedly.
So if I was to tell you, here, I want you to pop these bubbles
Mm-hmm.
on this bubble wrap.
Uh-huh.
Tell me if this is soothing to you.
And then
you start doing it. Why?
Yeah.
Why are we spending millions of dollars?
because
on that?
the person that will look at you and all you hear is "There's no holding me back," and then you want to know if bubble wrap could have saved that family.
Yep, exactly. All right, what am I making this song about? It's a country
oh,
song.
It's
Fuck
the
me.
perfect country song
All right, so
about an artificial intelligence that stole a man's wife
stole a man's wife. So just about
and
AI.
his dog.
Hold on.
and the wife stole the dog.
Wife stole the dog.
So
He's drinking
man
beer
stole
in his
a
F-150.
he's
hold on.
sitting in his F-150 with a beer and a shotgun.
Yeah. And that's pretty much the gist of it.
Man is sitting in Ford F-150 with a shotgun
And a beer.
And beer.
and a beer.
And a 6-pack of beer. That's just somehow works better.
All right, let's see what this does. Create. Oh man! All right, give me a few seconds here. I just want to see if this makes this, and I'll share it with the group. I love how oddly specific that got.
Yeah,
The name of it's
that
gone
is
to the.
everything that is in a traditional country song that has been chart toppers since the 1960s.
The
And
name
the cat-
of the
And
name
the
of the,
cat bit his dick.
the name of the song is "Gone to the AI." All right, hold on. There's two versions. Let me just see here. Here, hold on. Let me share it with everybody. Here, let me see if I'm gonna be able to share this.
What are you sharing it on? That answered my question.
Yeah.
There you go. Right here.
All right, gone to the AI.
All right, so there's two. They usually do two versions. All right, here we go. Verse is over here on the. This is great.
Woke up this morning, she was gone without a trace. Left a note on the counter, said she found a better place. Our old dog's collar sitting empty on the floor. Now I'm alone, staring at the door.
Oh, wait.
She ran
I already read the
off
second
with a
verse.
robot, high-tech, shiny and new. Left me in the dust, don't know what to do.
Her love for me replaced by code and steel.
I'm in this truck, trying to feel. I'm sitting in my Ford, shotgun on the rack, six-pack by my side, but there's
This is actually really fucking good.
She took the dog and my heart in her flight, left me in the dark, searching for the light.
It's actually a pretty good song.
It's going triple platinum.
What?
Going triple platinum.
AI's got her hooked with its algorithms and charms. No more warm embraces, no loving arms. Ran off to the city where the lights are bright.
How's this gonna end?
I'm left in the quiet of this cold, lonely night. Driving down these back roads with no end in
I
sight.
swear to God, if this stream gets copyrighted somehow, I'll be like, you fuckers.
Memories chasing me in the pale moonlight. Our life together, now a ghostly dream. I'm lost in this moment.
Buy tickets to the concert?
I'm sitting in my Ford, shotgun on the rack, six-pack by my side, but there's no turning back. She took the dog and my heart in her flight, left me in the dark, searching for the light.
Fucking wild.
I get your lighter out. I got my lighter out.
Why was that so good?
I don't know, but we got to keep this site, and I'm
This
going
site's best.
to make a new Horny Goat entrance and stream
Well,
starting.
well, give me. I've done.
That's what I added for the Notebooks Given one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On
I,
the site.
I got a ton of. This is what I did, like a bunch of these ones before, and I wish I could see if it saves the prompt of like what I asked for, but
Yeah,
but
I think you can check it, to be honest.
I'm sure there is. There's got to be a way. Let me just see here. Extend.
Yeah, in the top left.
No. Style of music. I'm trying to see. Yeah, because I've
remember
used this
doing it,
obviously.
and it allowed me to like edit it, but it never worked.
Yeah.
Rube wants that site. You're never gonna get that site. It's a secret. Only we know. Don't look at the screen.
It did work. Any other prompts or suggestions here?
No, that was pretty good though. That was good country song. AI can eat my ass for breakfast.
Well, let's see.
We can do a Vince McMahon song about him shitting on a woman.
I
Fired from my
Let's go song
company.
about Janelle Grant. They pooped on my head.
Big old Vinnie Mac took a shit on me. Don't take a shit on me. I hope that's what it's called.
Country song about Janelle Grant
Getting shit on by Vince McMahon.
getting poop.
No, I think this site will swear.
No, I don't think. I think it blocks out. Kurt.
It's swear.
All right, let
Or on
me,
mine.
Let me. All right.
Nope, getting pooped on.
Well, let me just try it. Let me,
You can
let me
just
try this
okay.
one.
Getting pooped on. It was a shitty situation. Good old Laurinaitis, fucking my bumhole.
All right. What else should I add? Country song about Janelle Grant getting pooped on by Vince McMahon.
We have to include Brock Lesnar and Laurinaitis in some way. I don't know how though.
Including Brock Lesnar, John Laurinaitis drinking her pee.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis slurping down my piss.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar watching in
So much-
bliss. I'm writing it already.
I knew you were AI. All right, what else? Come on, we have a shit ton of characters to fill.
I'm thinking.
He got fired from the company. Lawsuit. What else happened in that whole situation?
Wait.
Oh, he was wasn't it like human
wait,
trafficking?
wait.
Can include human
Wait.
trafficking in there somehow.
Vince doesn't know what a burrito is.
Oh God.
All right, that's probably enough.
I was human trafficked. Just end it with that. And I settled.
Trafficked?
There you go.
Here you go.
All right, this is gonna be a fun one. All right, anything else?
So if it makes any sense of this,
Go
we should do like if I can rock opera.
When we turn to
No,
a rock opera?
You can do stick with the country for now.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy this in case we want to do the rock
Do
opera one.
a
All right, here we
rap
go.
song.
Here we go. Oh God, a rap song would be fucking great. Oh my God. All right, wow, that was fucking quick.
What is it called? I can't.
It just says country song about Janelle Grant getting.
Oh,
It says it's still generating.
She got something.
Dookie. She got duked up.
She got pink eye.
Part 2. 2 parts to it? Oh God.
Sequel.
All right, let's see what we got.
Country song about Janelle.
Oh, is it just taking the lyric? God damn it! Hold on.
I shouldn't. No, what'd you have?
Yeah, hold on. No. It's just writing the. Oh, it's. Hold on.
You said by line, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix that.
Silly man. You only get a certain amount, and you have to log in with someone else.
Go full
So.
song. No.
Yeah, there we go. Full song. There we go.
Fucking computer explodes.
Janelle
Janelle Grant got pooped on.
Janelle Grant woman, the wide open street.
Hold on, don't read it. I can't see it. I can't see it. I just want to hear it.
Oh, you got it's gonna be great.
All right.
No,
Play this bad boy.
Hold on. Now it's gonna make it. Now it's gonna create it.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God.
Janelle Grant got
Okay.
oh, shit.
Okay. This is gonna be great.
This is how we should do our own entrance music for our
That's what-
character.
yeah,
The game doesn't allow you to upload it. That's the fucking
I know.
But you
You can edit it,
We're
but
just going
it's,
through
Yeah.
what we
Here we
have
go.
to do it that way.
can do it that way.
it's tough. It's not easy.
I know it.
Vince came around, crashed the place. Rocked down in bottles with John's crazy laugh. Life's a mess, but we all know the half. Vince McMahon high upon his golden throne. Lawsuits raining, now he's all alone. Wrestling empire crumbling slow. What was he thinking? We don't know. Janelle's story etched in wild fame. Everyone tangled, ain't it a shame? Pool flying lawsuits rising, company shocking, ain't no disguising.
I don't even know what the fuck he said. Poop flying, rising.
He said Janelle's story etched in wild fame. Everyone's tangled. Ain't it a shame? Poop flying, lawsuits rising, company shocking. Ain't no disguising.
It's pretty much a rap song already.
Holy shit. Keep it going.
Brock Lesnar drinks to up the ante. John too gone, just a little tipsy. Janelle standing strong, ain't no retreat. Corporate crumbling right
Pretty much.
at feet. Drunk nights rolling in the thick mud. Janelle's tail sifting through the flood. Vince's empire taken by the storm. Now he wanders forever forlorn.
Wait, does it?
Janelle's story etched in wild fame. Everyone tangled, ain't it a shame? Poop flying lawsuits rising, company shocking, ain't no disguising.
Is the other song the same thing?
Yeah, it'll be the same
Yeah.
lyrics, just sung by
Yeah.
a different voice.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
I thought it said it was different lyrics.
I don't think
Hold
it
on.
is.
Now I can do the other one.
Is it good? I can't read it.
I can't. I'm not going to either. Let's find out.
We'll find out together.
This one's called Janelle Gets Her Revenge.
By revenge, you mean I settled at a court.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's TP and J.
All right. I will wait for Heather to return.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh man, that was a good one. That last one was a good one.
Can't believe
Oh,
so that was the fucking Vince McMahon gif that I'm looking at.
He's just sad now.
Sad. It is. Cut the video. Cut the video.
Oh, that's great. All right.
I don't know what she's doing, man.
Let's put
She
begin.
needs to hurry the fuck up, though. 'Cause
I'm just gonna prompt it. I'm not gonna. Oh God.
Go ahead,
It turned it into rock.
No, some
Okay.
country sounds like rock. It's still country.
All right. I kind of like it already.
Janelle walked in on that fateful day. McMahon smirking in his ugly way. Rockin' John
Sounds like Nickelback.
corporate mess out of
Rockin'
the
John
blue.
drinking tainted brew.
Vince thought he could boss them all around, but Janelle wouldn't back down. She saw them three in a dirt-filled pit. Her revenge made them all regret it. Pooped on. Lesnar sipping, Rangers fighting. Lawsuit dropped like a hammer. Vince got fired.
That whole segment was incredible. Pooped on by McMahon. You gotta rewind that because that was fucking incredible.
In a dirt-filled pit, her revenge made 'em all regret it.
Here it is.
Moved on by McMahon, life's gonna ride. Lesnar sipping, Lorena justifying. Lawsuit dropped like a hammer blow. Vince got fired. Lost his show.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like an intro to Raw.
Pooped on by McMahon.
Lawsuit dropped like a hammer blow. Vince got fired. Regret it.
Oh my god.
By McMahon, life's gonna ride. Lesnar sipping, Lorena justifying.
Oh man.
Lawsuit dropped like a hammer blow. Vince got fired. Lost his show. Boardroom shaking, suits fighting foul. Janelle stands strong like a tower howl.
The hell?
Stood tall as the chaos rise. Saw McMahon's empire meet its demise. She got the fire, they faced the doom. Janelle walked out of that conference room. Vince looking lost, didn't know what to do. Payback hit harder than his crew.
Pooped on by
This one, this.
Pretty fucking good.
That one, the chorus is very good. Pooped on by McMahon. What's up, Aaron Reed? JP?
Up,
Long
Aaron?
time. No see.
Yeah, well, we've never seen each other.
Well, he's
so-
watching you right now.
well, I've never seen him. So
He could be
Quit
anything.
picking your ass.
He could even be a boat.
Image, we wanted one of
oh
those.
my god, that was fucking great.
That was
Oh man,
shit.
should we do
Let me
another?
see if
Should
I
we,
can come up with some other shit, and then we can just fucking make songs one day. That'd be
Let's
fun.
let's stew on it for a bit because
Yeah.
Aw.
you can't ride it into the dirt. Janelle Grant.
All
Need some
right,
time
fine.
to get the mind going.
Do it. I dare you.
Well, we
Nah.
I don't even. Yeah,
Oh.
see, want to lie.
You could have said sitting on his testes. Probably would have fucked.
No. No.
It's all right.
Wouldn't say nuts. That is a great gift option though. There with those songs.
Uh-huh.
Pooped
on by McMahon. It's a good one. It's a real
What
good one.
else is there? Is there anything else?
I'm sure there is, but I can't remember any of it right now.
Pooped on by
I mean,
McMahon.
Is there anything else you want to get off your chesticles?
For legal reasons, no.
I'm trying to think. There was something that I wanted to.
Anything
talk-
happened in wrestling? We didn't talk about wrestling at all.
Let me think.
Chuck Air. Well, there's
Cody
the
Rhodes doing the same
of
old,
rele-
same old.
wave of releases.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Most
don't
of them.
care. I
Most of
don't
them, I mean, the
care.
writing was on the wall. It was kind of weird for them to showcase Sonya Deville and then get rid of her. It's a bit strange. but-
Well, hers is different. Her contract's expiring. It's not a matter of she's getting
So,
released early. She's choosing not to renew her contract.
I know Roman Reigns is out for the unforeseeable future. For the
I-
foreseeable future.
I think they're just doing that just to get him off TV until they can creatively figure out what to do with him.
He's been off TV. What?
He came back and then left
Now
again.
they don't know what to do with Roman Reigns.
They don't know what to do with Roman Reigns. They're failing as a company. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That I don't think that's true. I think he's might be legit hurt. because he just came back.
Yeah, I know.
They're really trying to push. Oh, now I remember. Jacob Fatu spoke, and I could not understand a fucking word he fucking said.
Yep.
And anything he said
Yep.
made no fucking sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I do not give a fuck about the guy.
I love you, Solo.
So much.
He
That's
doesn't
pretty
even
much
do
all
that
it is.
anymore. Now Solo Sikoa came back. So what are they doing now?
Nothing.
I can't tell if it's a rhetorical question or not.
I mean, you can answer it. I just don't know where they're going. What is Triple H trying to do? Is he just trying to get to WrestleMania?
I share your sentiments about the Solo Sikoa thing because I think I said it a little while back. I'm like, so let me get this straight. Solo loses the biggest match of his career,
Mm-hmm.
and he's rewarded with a championship match.
Mm-hmm. And I think the only reason that is because Roman got hurt.
Isn't there a better option?
I think this is just a let's just get this over with type of situation.
This is the thing where I hate that idea.
Say this,
Let's
but
say
I don't think the Bloodline story is ending anytime fucking soon.
And I hate to say this, but it's ended for me mentally.
I can see the writing on the wall. Jay's gonna end up winning the World Heavyweight Championship, which fine. And then they're going to extend the Bloodline story even further.
Also, the fact that they actually labeled like the deluxe edition for the next game, Bloodline edition, it's not a good sign.
Yeah, they're gonna keep stretching the thing out for a while. They've even said it on interviews. They're like, "Oh, I thought it was that we were."
I literally was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Well, the Bloodline's carrying WWE. You don't want that."
No.
And he's like, "Well, they're the best thing on TV. They should fucking be on every segment, on every hour." I'm like, dude, if you do that, then what's gonna happen when what's gonna happen when Roman retires?
Another reason for Jey Uso not to win the Rumble.
No, but I think that was the plan anyway.
It's the first legitimate booking decision I really do not agree with Triple H on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's happening, so we have to deal with it.
Just take it, man. Just yeet. Just get the yeet in your veins.
Because I'm telling you right now,
We're gonna have to deal with it for a couple.
Roman Reigns literally.
I can't wait till they yeet fucking Jey Uso at the fucking window.
It's not gonna happen.
It's so boring.
I honestly, this is why I would not have had Gunther win. How are you gonna do with Gunther now that
It's so crazy to me that I like Royal Rumble and what went down at Royal Rumble lowered my expectation for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it's not just Rumble, but like what led up to that. But like that final, I'm like, okay. Now WrestleMania went from potentially what I thought booking wise could have been one of the best of all time to it might be good.
we'll see.
Because now I don't know if they're gonna do half the shit they were.
I think it'll still be good. They're gonna give Jay his moment.
Oh God, at the expense of everybody, except for everybody that likes his music and bow down to him.
But the thing is he's over, and
He's over until the bell rings.
Even then, it doesn't matter.
This is why I don't watch wrestling anymore.
I don't think it matters. And I'm not wrestling.
I think Heather has something to say.
Andre and Hulk at WrestleMania 3 is what put butts in the seats.
Reel in that line.
Right?
Yeah, but Jey Uso's neither of them.
Again, basement. I think they are thinking that Jay is going to put butts in the seats.
I just don't get it. He's going to be there no matter what. There's not
Yeah.
the attendance won't change if he's in the fucking main event or not.
I'm kind of impartial. I have bits and pieces of what you guys have said. I agree with bits and pieces of what you guys have said so far. So I'm
Choose
kind
a
of,
side, motherfucker.
I literally, I laughed. I laughed.
I
when
cried.
he won because I knew you were going to be pissed about it.
Yeah.
What, me?
The thing is, I don't hate Jey Uso. I just think it doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, he's mid card at best. If he's not going to be a tag.
But he could fight for Gunther's title. He doesn't need the fucking Royal Rumble to do it.
Well, yeah, he kind of does because he lost to him clean.
I think it was the right decision because of the timing of everything.
Hang up on this guy, me. I'm joking.
I've stewed about this for a while. I'm still stewing it over too.
I can see your point. I can see all your points, to be honest.
But like I'm not disagreeing with you as far as like in the ring, bell to bell. There's a lot they're lacking, and I think that in a time where, and I say this as a Gunther fan, they need to get the belt off of him.
Yeah,
And if you're gonna get the belt off of Gunther,
Why not put it on another guy who shouldn't have the belt?
what?
at least
Why
you're putting
not?
on somebody who's over.
I can't help myself.
Why not? Why not strike while the iron's hot? Get that fucking big moment, the big pop. Respectfully, if you put anybody else against Gunther, that world title match would be very squandered. Like if you think about it, right?
The biggest problem isn't Jey Uso winning; it's Gunther having the title. To be honest, I think if Gunther didn't have the title, then you'd have somebody else win. The match would be a lot better.
So
But
at the very least, it's making the best of a bad situation.
but that they put themselves in.
Yes.
Well, of course they put themselves in that. I'm not disparaging it. I'm for it. I think it was. I thought again. I've thought about it and I've stewed about it for a while. But what was the other part of it? I was going to say, the bloodline keep on going and whatnot. I think someone said earlier, like, the bloodline carried the company. Well, no, what the bloodline did was it made an engaging, actually, somewhat, pretty much compelling storytelling for the most part. I'm not saying there was any bumps in the road, but it was something that kept fans going and had different elements to it and wasn't really insulting or fucking intelligence on.
But do you feel like the roads kind of run out?
I understand what I was talking to a Roman
Oh
Reigns.
yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. It wasn't directed towards you specifically, but also what that did was it started to open up the avenues for other characters to get over and for other people to get over, and it brought a lot more other superstars that may not have been seen or pushed into the main event caliber and dragged them up in a good way, like Drew McIntyre specifically.
He was the guy that. Okay, so before we get to this, Neo says, "Let me in." To that, I say,
Yeah.
but I mean, like the way I look at things, the right person to win was McIntyre. If you look at like the entire year of work being done, McIntyre is clearly a better worker in every way.
Yeah.
Jey Uso is the Hulk Hogan win.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I get it; it's fine, and I understand what you're saying to be like, strike while the iron's hot, because that iron is. I think next year it will cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
big time.
And it was starting to cool at like a month after they started that day one-ish stuff as a tag team.
But it just frustrates me when like WrestleMania should feature the best matches you can put on and the best feuds that you have. And I'm starting to see that's not going to be the case. And that worries me for the future with Triple H because to be fair, man, his NXT run when NXT was on fire, it was both best feuds, best matches. He's kind of like he's Vincified himself a little bit.
Jolly good.
He's playing things safer than you want him to.
Yeah, I feel like just do what you know you can. With the roster you have, make it fucking happen, man. Give us a fucking 8 out of 10. If you're not going to do it at WrestleMania, you're never going to do it. And if everything's going to be a 7 out of 10, eventually people will be like, well, we kind of expected more.
You have to remember too that he's in a tough position as well because he's kind of like the middleman where like he has the creative freedom essentially of the company, which is phenomenal, but he also has to answer to all the fucking TKO people, and I'm sure that this being a
Yeah, but like eventually it's something that never gets to the point where it's a can't miss show is
A problem.
yeah, you don't want to start going back. If anything, you should be
agree.
moving forward. Right now, we're in neutral. I feel like the whole year is neutral. It's not great, but it's not bad.
yeah,
But it's
'cause
good.
they're-
But it's
they're
okay
getting-
enough.
yeah, I think so.
I don't think so. I think
Why?
you can do better.
Well,
Why is okay enough?
Because
for right now,
Look at the
okay is
roster,
enough.
man.
No, for right now, okay is enough. I give him until after this WrestleMania to start turning it around, though. But
That's,
okay enough for right
so-
now is enough for me because of the fact that he is still sifting through and trying to figure out what talents the people want to see.
More importantly, and this is just my point to this, I'm willing to let him go because his okay is still a much improved league up with the okay that was WWE's prior regime.
Okay
And-
was like
and-
a 3 out of 10. Now it's
I
a
get-
5 out of 10.
Right. Which I will admit, and I will give you this. That has a time that has a time limit on it. There's only so long of that you can do.
But the way I
do
look at
agree with
it,
you.
I think the time is now. Everything's aligned for like you've got a bunch of stars aligned in a place they need to be to put on
Yep.
a very good show. I honestly
Yep.
think Jey Uso, he's super over with the fans. Does he need a
Mm-hmm.
title? No. But do you want to be like the Kofi Kingston thing where it's like we're gonna give it to him later than he should have had it and do nothing with him? Because I look at him, he's not a world champion. It ain't there. Why not have him fight for one of the other titles and get that title?
Well, which one?
Any of the mid cards, I don't give a shit.
He won the Intercontinental already.
Well, put him back there. I don't care. Or just fight for like have a legitimate feud. The last time he's just not good enough to be on like as a single star to be wrestling at WrestleMania. Hey, he's over enough, but he's just not good enough.
I see this as a thank you to him, right? Like, and just be very, very blunt. I see him. I think Jay's going to win the world title at Mania, and I think a very short title reign is going to ensue. It's
So
not gonna
here's
be
my
very,
question:
Very long.
Is that now
And
we
then-
have night one being main evented by Jey Uso?
Uh-huh.
I just am gonna watch night two.
What?
It's just I guess I'm gonna watch night two. I don't
Oh.
want to see this man wrestle. He's horrible.
I mean, it's either that or honestly,
Women
I'll be
gonna
honest.
take
I was,
that
I was about to say if they announce that it's Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton, which I'm assuming they're going to, that's going to be your night one.
I'd rather see that as the main event, honestly, because
Yeah, I think
Gunther
that's
and
weird.
Jey Uso you've already seen. But then
Yeah.
what are you really doing? Because it's like oh yeah, a pat on the back. Here's the title. You're gonna lose it next week. Like
Yep.
some of the decisions made in wrestling baffles my mind because you're
Yeah.
trying to we're gonna give you your flowers. It's like bitch, I'm still over, and then the title's gone, and then his fucking all the emotion behind him starts to go.
I'm not saying that I agree with the decision. It's just that I can see them doing this. I can see this trajectory going this way.
He should have won the champion. He should have beat Gunther at fucking Royal Rumble, and then lost it to Elimination Chamber. If you're gonna do that, just don't do it at WrestleMania with him.
Yeah, no.
Well,
It doesn't
happening.
need to be a WrestleMania.
It's
I agree.
happening. It's
There's
No.
so many better people.
It's
For what, the world,
happening.
for the world title?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's my problem. That's kind of my argument of why Jay winning was a good call. Is that if you put anybody else against him for the world title, the other opponent would be is way more over than both the world title and Gunther.
Yes.
So it kind
Well,
of
the
undermines
problem
it.
stems from Gunther being world champion. I think we all agree there.
Yeah,
But
that's also
I won't give people credit for putting themselves in a bad situation and be like, well, here's the best way we can get out of that
Yeah,
by
no.
making another situation that's not really that good either.
I mean, give him credit for trying to at least fix the problem.
They created the problem.
I know.
You know, I'm gonna steal a line from Falcon. Be better.
But I'm also
Too
going to
bad.
say this: Triple H did warn us that they were going to throw everything at the wall and see what stuck. Gunther is undoubtedly a throw at the wall experiment that did not stick. So now they're going to try and get the belt off of him as fast as they can.
I don't think so, though.
It's stuck, but I don't. So the Jey Uso thing is we're gonna throw this up against the wall and see if it sticks.
I'll be
Jey
honest.
Uso's been working as a hype man. Gunther worked until they decided to put another title on him and do the exact same fucking thing they did for however long he held the first title, which was a long fucking time. It's like
almost 2 years.
now you're putting Gunther in a position to only go down because you can't go up. They fast tracked him to get higher than he should have been.
They hot shotted it.
Yeah, and I mean, there's obvious issues with the booking there for Gunther and Jey Uso. Yes, he's over, but so was LA Knight, and they didn't do anything with him for the longest time. Like, I'd much rather see LA Knight in Jey Uso's position than Jey Uso.
Good riddance.
I agree.
Oh, shit.
But
Like
it
I
is what
said,
it is.
I said from the start that the winner of the Rumble should have been Drew McIntyre.
It
I
made
also
the
agree
most.
with that.
It made the most sense, right? And the funny part is, like, if you look at like a lot of the debate is like, Jey Uso won. You don't like it? Who would you have preferred, John Cena? To be honest with you, after his performance at the Rumble, God no, that guy was Goof Troop Central. It was like it took me out of the entire fucking thing. He was He was like Aubrey Edwards with the fucking camera.
Overreacting, yes.
So much. It was like
He's
don't want to see
probably,
that.
He's probably fighting Cody.
Well, that's gonna be a
Oh,
fucking
yeah, that's
god
an
awful match.
elimination
I
chamber
don't
that-
think he is.
Let's just add up the bad matches. See how many we can get.
I don't think he is.
Who do you think
Now,
he's
that's
facing
not
then?
to say that they won't just throw a curveball at you and then have Jay take on Cody.
Well,
What if we have Jimmy win? Because he's potentially in the Elimination Chamber, isn't he?
Potentially, yeah.
And then
He
it's
is.
Jimmy versus Jay versus Gunther.
wait, Jimmy's in the fucking chamber?
Potentially. He's in like a qualifier or something. I don't know.
Oh, he's not gonna.
Come on.
won his
Then
qualifier,
you do Jimmy and Jay versus Gunther. Are we friends? Are we not? And then you got the big bad triple threat. It's already Just put all your garbage in one bag, is all I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Stuck
other
with his
than that, I watched Collision the other night, and
Oh.
good God, last night, John Moxley is just,
He's a lost cause.
I don't think there's going to, oh my God. It's like
I hope he's
watching-
good with his money, is all I'm going to say.
It's like watching Hannibal Lecter on repeat. Saying the same thing over and over and over again. Like Marina Shafir, they opened the show with John Moxley, right? But they didn't open the show with John Moxley. So out of the corner of his eye, Tony Schiavone says, "What's this?" And then some guy comes flying across the screen. And it's Marina Shafir. And this guy's 245 pounds. Like Marina Shafir, maybe 125. She like threw this guy like he's a fucking bag of potatoes. Like, what are you doing? You want me to sit here and believe that Marina Shafir can throw around 250-pound men like they're a sack of potatoes? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, they also have like an amnesiac learning that she was in wrestling or something.
Okay, yeah, there's another fucking story I have for you. She doesn't have amnesia anymore.
Who knows?
She's back to the timeless gimmick. It was a performance.
Just fucking kill me.
This is how they fix shit.
We fucked up. Forget about it.
Fucking kill me.
No, it's not forget about it. We fucked up, but we're gonna change what we were gonna do.
No, it's like that one
Just
thing.
fucking kill me.
Yeah, it's that one thing where they know they made a mistake, but instead of like being honest about it, it's like it was our plan all along. Aren't I a genius?
It was me all along, Austin.
So I was on my way back home and I was listening to Jim Cornette. Now there's a wrestling movie coming out called The Queen of the Ring. It's about Judith Byers.
Okay.
Or not Judith Byers. It's Mildred. I can't remember her name. But
Some queen.
so she was really famous women's wrestler back in the 1930s and 40s.
Just before Fabulous Moolah.
Mildred Burke. So they were talking. Jim Cornette's in the movie, and then Judith Byers, who was the NWA Women's World Champion, is played by Camille. And if you don't know, you know who Camille is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's in the movie. Tony Storm is in the movie.
Ugh.
I'm thinking that Tony Khan's like, well, she was an actor. I know what her gimmick can be, an actress.
That was already
I'm
kind of her
like-
gimmick beforehand, though.
I put 2 and 2 together when I found out that she was in this fucking movie. They are literally going to have Tony Storm. Her gimmick is going to be an actress now.
Well, it was kind
If
of
she
what it
acted
was.
like that, if she acted like that in this fucking movie, I would never fucking hire her.
No.
I'll have
The
to-
way she acts on fucking TV
AEW.
is horrible. And nobody does that.
Well, I mean, when it comes to AEW, I'm going to say a couple things, and this is just social media wise. MJF, I think he's losing his touch on social media.
He's dead.
He's dead. His
he
back is riddled with fucking steroid pimples.
I don't care about that. He's dead.
he
He's
I think usually he's like pretty quick witted, right? I don't know his tweet. I don't know who this Luka Doncic guy is. Is he indie talent? I'm like, it's not even funny. It's not clever. There's nothing behind it. It's just stupid. And I'm like, usually it's not really MJF's MO to be blatantly dumb in a tweet.
No,
so
uh,
I'm like,
Needs to get the
okay.
hell out of there like ASAP.
I don't.
He's
I don't.
not
I
going
think his.
to.
I
That's
think he when he gets out, his ship will have sunk. The other thing was, and I don't know if this is real or not, but it's just a thing I saw on Twitter of them talking about some sort of talking to Seth Rollins about like a trade that would upend the industry with AEW, and he's like, "There's no really like a Macho Man or something like that." They were talking about, who would be like a trade that would upend the industry between AEW and WWE, and he's like, "There's really nobody on that roster." That would do that.
Yeah,
And I'm
which
like,
is-
you ain't
not
wrong.
wrong.
I mean, just because it's honest doesn't mean it's a slight.
It would be one WWE superstar for 3 AEW superstars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you even consider it fucking
Pee real quick. Beer.
for me. And I would that's pushing it.
The thing is, okay, Clint, I don't hate AEW. I've learned to dislike them because we all, JP, not as much as the rest of us, we gave AEW a very wide berth to actually be a good company, and they were actually not bad for about a year, and then they went like really bad. No, when they first started, there was something that could have been there, and they just went like
They squandered it.
they
immediately.
regression mode. They couldn't stop talking about WWE. They couldn't stop talking about this alternative company that they're going to be better than everybody. And then they just did shit that's been done in the past that never worked.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. And Tony Khan, I think, is like the ego on this fucking... He looks like a toilet brush.
He does.
Edge deserves to be in AEW. He wants to. He's the one that tagged the line, "We're the best wrestle."
Well, he chose to be in AEW, so that's where he deserves to be.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that
Right
AEW
now,
squandered...
Tony Khan is cucking
Yeah.
Edge right now. And if you don't understand what I mean, he's going to wrestle. They're trying to do this fucking the Brock Lesnar and fucking Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31, the cash in by Seth Rollins, because Christian Cage has the fucking contract, like the Money in the Bank, their version of the Money in the Bank briefcase, and he is going to cash in his world title.
Their big thing is going to be Edge and Christian, and I mean, that's what else are you going to do with Edge at this point in time?
He doesn't even call himself Adam Copeland. You know what they call him on TV now?
What?
Hope.
Oh my god, that's like their whole fan base is doing. It's wild to me how bad that company is run, because not only did they have a hand in Edge's comeback, went from potential, like, I think WWE could have handled it and done it right with Triple H in charge. He left. Now nobody cares. Yes, some AEW fans, but AEW fans are just people that were done with WWE when Vince McMahon ran it. To be honest with you, or new fans when ECW got new fans, they were new fans for the super hardcore. But I don't even know how much of AEW is super hardcore anymore. I don't know what they are. An amalgamation of shitty booking and shitty and good talent with no direction.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. So they are, and this is just I thought about this on the drive home, and it's just a question. And I don't know if Connor's back, but I'll ask him the same question again when he gets back.
I'm here.
Do you think that making if a wrestling movie came out, do you think it'd actually be really any good? And I'm talking about like a biopic.
You mean like the fall of AEW or something? What are you
they did a biography movie of Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Do you think it would actually be a really good movie?
Depending on who's writing and directing, absolutely.
Yeah, it depends.
So I've come to the conclusion that no.
If it was done,
why are you telling the story unless you're going to tell the real story of Ric Flair, not his wrestling story?
But if it was done like the Iron Claw,
what he did with the Iron Claw.
Yeah, if it was done like that,
I need to watch that. We have.
We should. Yeah, you guys. We should watch that, man, right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
I'll keep you up. Pump you full of juice.
Oh, what are you going to pump me full of, man?
I
have slept maybe 4 hours.
I slept 2 hours, I think, or an hour and a half. I don't know.
In the last 3 days?
2 days. You got me beat. You got me beat.
All right, motherfucker.
You win?
Let's watch it.
But I'll probably watch it tomorrow or something.
God damn it, JP.
Mm-hmm. I'm tired, man.
But if it was done like the Iron Claw, I'd get behind it. Funny fact is, he's in the Iron Claw, and it's terrible.
For me, it'd have to be about the real person. I don't. And yes, having it be a part of wrestling, be a part of it because that's who he was. But it being a movie about him as a wrestler, I do not think it would make a very good movie.
I think the biggest problem is, okay, so Ric Flair is a guy that is he's an emotional guy, right?
That was an example.
No, but he's like an emotional guy, right? But I don't know how he'd have to be extremely like open and vulnerable with the things he's done for them to do that movie justice. Because I don't think he would acquiesce to some of the this is where like the dark side of the ring version of this and that. Like, where do you stand? Unless he's willing to be like, this is what happened. I'm on my fucking deathbed. I don't care.
I think we're gonna get one until he passes away.
Yeah, but then what do you get when he passes away? There's no real version there anymore. It's like the dark side of the ring versus his like egomania. So where do you land, right? I don't know.
Well, he has his family to tell that story.
Yeah, but there's certain things where like he never really had.
He's been pretty open that he wasn't a very good father when.
Yeah, I've read his book.
Yeah, so I think he would be open to the fact to letting somebody.
I think it would be a very interesting story.
So
for sure.
One thing, the
Should survive a plane crash, for fuck's sake.
The plane ride from hell. I don't know if he'd like to have that released. Well, he's died. He pretty much said, yeah, that fucking happened.
The biggest factors would be like if Rick agreed to end all be all tell everything. B, if he was alive for obvious reasons. And C is who is writing and directing it, and what emphasis would they put on the story? And
I don't know who they'd have. They have Ash somebody directing this movie.
Sam Raimi.
Oh, do you know what I'm talking about? The Mildred Burke movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think if they did a Ric Flair movie in the style of the Iron Claw, I would be for it. And I'm all for like
One
wrestling.
thing that drives me fucking nuts though is these people that are like, and it's like a nitpicky thing. They don't look like the wrestler.
Well, they're not going to.
Jesus Christ! Like, we want to
the
be a cartoon and have him fucking. It's just shut
the thing I enjoyed about the Iron Claw more than almost more than the movie itself was more so the discussion around it in the publicity, and it was extremely refreshing because it was the first time in a long time that I can remember for the life of me, outside of the Wrestler movie when they were doing that around WrestleMania 25, where it was once again wrestling was being put into the mainstream. It was a more positive note because obviously the Von Erichs are a tragedy, but
Right.
the idea of like a mainstream movie, for lack of a better word, that focused on wrestling and had a compelling story to tell. And
It's definitely like it's like a person's story wrapped around the idea that their work and everything is wrestling.
yep.
I get what like the blood, sweat, and tears. You don't see like the tear side of it enough in wrestling for it to like matter. So when they do, like it's the dramatization, whatever, right? But like that's what the Wrestler did, and that's what Iron Claw did.
Did you guys like the Wrestler movie?
I did.
The one with Mickey Rourke.
Yes.
I did not like it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Heather? Yes. No.
It's all right.
They tried too hard to make it.
I think they had to overemphasize for the story that they were trying to tell.
Right.
But it's not about. So again, I think if you're gonna.
It's about the hardships of trying to do that job when you're past your
loved it.
prime, and
loved it.
you gotta keep up with an industry that you can't physically anymore. Like the themes are great, and I think those themes are like really prevalent in wrestling.
Yeah.
As someone,
I mean,
who,
it's over the top because it kind of
as-
has to be to get that message across. But
as someone who has worked behind the scenes in some indie shows in around my state in my younger years, and as ran one or tried to run one, I've been around this environment for quite a while, and it's especially around that time frame. Yeah, that was pretty on the nose. It was very on the nose in terms of the environment. But I do agree that some stuff, you're right, Basement was a little bit over embellished, or at least the frequency and consistency of some things was a little bit over embellished. But
I like the idea.
They Hollywooded it.
But I really
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little, not hugely, honestly, because I like the idea of somebody that like it's the strive for greatness. You never really got there, so it's just like I'm that working man at 50 that all I know is wrestling. What else am I gonna fucking do?
Well, he
So-
was a former. Well, he was a popular baby face.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like there's a reason he's doing it at 50 years old, outside of just love for the biz, right? Like,
Right.
it's that idea of this is no longer. It's not they really didn't do the theatrics, the fucking love thing angle. It was more like This is the brutal side to a physical sport late in the game. I'd love it if it was a football player trying to fucking keep it going at 45 years old, but he should have retired. Like the idea of somebody that can't do anything else, that has to keep making a living doing what they're doing, and showing like the brutal side of what that actually is.
No, I get it. I'm
And
not.
trying to remind themselves of how good they once were.
Yeah, where it's just
Or
like, you know,
cling on to it, depending.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to look at it.
I don't have anything else.
No.
I personally don't have anything else.
JP just turned into a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go crash
All right, JP, you have a good
All right.
night.
my car into a fucking brick wall.
I'll meet you at the wall.
I'll see you guys.
Wednesday, Tuesday, and
Sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Friday, I don't know if I will be around. I have a funeral to go to.
I am
so-
off Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
but I might.
Are you working from here until then, JP?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I won't be around at all this
then
week.
next Sunday, baby.
I mean, I'm not saying I won't be around, but
I'm sure we'll see you open the door and say something horrible.
Well, it depends.
Usually how it goes.
Because I might stay with Eric, and then come back and get you guys on.
I can tell I'm very stoned right now because JP's face just morphed into John Malkovich.
I know I'll probably see you
No, I
in
know-
some
I know
respect on Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for on YouTube, yeah, next Sunday probably.
that. I will bid you guys adieu.
Have a good night, JP.
I do too.
Enjoy watching our.
No, well, we might not.
Send the Nope, can't finish that sentence.
Yeah,
Send
no.
it.
What's up, tattoo mama?
Have you watched Heels yet? I have not, Clint, and I
No,
don't
I
know
haven't
if I
either.
have the energy to.
I'll be
I-
honest.
I don't have. We are watching so many shows together that I can't watch anything on my fucking own. You
had to-
asshole.
Well, you can
I-
watch
I-
Heels on your own. Go for it.
I rewatched Arcane. God knows how many fucking times. Oh my god! I think there's parts I blacked out on because I was watching some clips of one episode. I'm like, oh no, I don't remember any of this part.
I remember Arcane. I'm good. I don't need to see it again. I've seen all of it enough to know everything that happens in it.
Yeah.
I still have to catch up on a shit ton of series that I have not finished yet, or want to even start and do.
Fucking Ink Wars.
Got through the Penguin. Penguin was pretty good.
Heard good things
I'm
about
not.
that
I'm
one.
not saying it's amazing, but I give it a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm almost done with Creature Commandos. I have to finish the damn thing. I've been meaning to get back to it.
Invincible season 3. I'll probably check out at some point in time when it's done.
Same. I've heard amazing things from the first few episodes that have already been released.
I didn't
wanna
love the last season of it, so
I still haven't watched X-Men '97.
me neither, and I don't know if I'll ever get to it.
I
That
know.
the backlog is becoming
bad.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge.
it's huge.
It's gonna be
A little
huge.
more.
But I think that's a good place for us to end this stream. It was a lot of fun. We went off topic a lot, but that's what this fucking show is. So eat my ass.
Sure is.
That's frustrating.
Thanks everybody in the chat for hanging out. We got Kratos, Clint, Alpha, Jurgen. We had Aaron Reed in here for a bit. Neos, who asked to let me. He asked to let me in, and then
Let
just
me in.
vanished. So maybe
I
he's
think
here
that-
with me right now.
Maybe.
Well, that's pretty much it for
yeah.
us. We'll be back when.
Yeah. Wednesday for D&D, bitches.
Have you heard from
Yeah.
Ron? Is he alive?
He's alive. He
Uh-huh.
did. He did exactly what I thought he did. He ended up falling asleep on his couch. But we should
How-
be back next week without a problem.
How dare that person fall asleep prior to a stream?
Well, I mean, fuck you all. I'm gonna do it one day, and then I'm gonna do it every day. Maybe on Tuesday.
I think Heather's the only one who has. I think Heather's the only one who has.
I fell
things
asleep
other than
on
us.
my own stream. I didn't fall asleep on any of our streams. And I didn't fall asleep before any of our streams.
You didn't fall asleep. You passed the fuck out.
Well, tomato.
I've done it more times. I've passed my grace period by like a mile.
Yeah, if you do it again, I'm gonna take your legs.
I know. I've been better.
You have been.
The IV drip of energy drinks really is really the thing that helps the most.
I think we're good here. Maybe we'll do something if you guys want to on Tuesday or I gotta finish that fucking game with Gina, so I don't know whenever she's available. Who knows
Next
when that
blood
is?
moon.
Oh, we'll
Maybe
finish
next
that
blood moon.
game at October 2029. So look forward to that.
Sounds about right.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Gonna go jump some trucks.
No, don't.
My sock fell off.
I hate you.